catch your favorite Monday to Friday, Charlotte. And
Friday to Monday, Crash.
he does that. And this is no.
Say what?
I said we made the jail food.
Speak up, speak up, speak up.
What was it?
I said we made jail food, which is the ramen with the squeeze cheese.
Okay.
And this popper with potato chips.
This is the original version. Then tell me joking.
I know, I'm saying with the jelly. The original is
Usually don't lose this thing.
Okay.
it's when the real version, the one that when you're not in jail, when you have the mashed potatoes, you take ground beef and cheese and whatever else you want in the middle of your bowl. You take the mashed potatoes, which are supposed to be a little bit drier than actual mashed potatoes, so that you can mold them. And you put it around the beef and the cheese, and then you fry it in oil. But we don't got all that in jail, so what we just do is we take some chips, put it in water, like you put a little bit, like maybe like.
You can hand that on back. You ain't got to lean it all over there with everything else.
I don't know how much, but I don't know how much, because there's no measurement cup either. But you put a little bit of water, and
there is it.
Huh?
You
put the chips in
but
this bag.
now think about it. You trying to say there's no measurement cup in jail? But don't y'all have cups, right?
No, the cups that we have is for like big ass shits.
Okay, like so they bigger than those.
Yeah. Like the cups that you get in the hospital.
Look at what you're seeing. You know, I can see
no,
that.
We get okay, so we have the coffee cups, which are like this tall. And then you have the regular plastic cups, which is about this wide. Up here.
What about the red styrofoams?
Nah. We got and then because those are the common. You get you know the big pink shits that they be having in the hospital.
Sweet and low.
Oh, the cups, bro. The cups.
Oh, the one with the ice in them. Yeah.
You get those.
Big ass handles.
That's really about it. You have to order bowls. Like, you don't even get utensils. You have to order that commissary. Otherwise, you don't get one.
You don't get what?
Utensils, bowls. Like, you have to order a spork off commissary.
Now, that is a word that gets me. Spork.
Because that's all you have. You don't have forks or spoons.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, who made that fucking word up? It's like...
That's the perfect word for it.
I know, it's not a spoon, it's not a fork, it's a spork.
And that's basically it. Fried Oreos. You don't really make them every day, but I wanted to make fried Oreos.
You make fried Oreos because you're free. So, tell us about some jail experiences. This ain't my show. I ain't in here. I ain't never been to jail.
Let me tell you about. You got a nugget before this. Let me tell you about a fight that I got into.
Oh yeah, you got. Put the weed back. Where's the weed?
Probably. I'm gonna tell you.
No, I ain't gonna hold you. Shut up and find the weed. Where's the weed?
I don't know.
Man,
No, the bag of weed.
on the plate.
Oh. No, because you asked me for a nug, and I'm like, where the fuck is weed at?
Yeah, I
said,
had left it here, and that's why I told you I was like, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know where it is.
Well, I don't know what the bag is. I know there's some weed on the plate. It might be on the plate.
I just said the motherfucker.
I ain't gonna say the best.
Oh, wait a minute.
But I'm gonna tell you the stupidest.
No, because he took the weed out of the bag and put it on the plate.
I did that.
Alright.
Because he was making it, so I brought it into you because you didn't come out, so you rolled it up in there, remember? That was me.
Alright. So.
Oh, the plate was out here.
I'm gonna first start with the stupidest. Just so that people really know, obviously, as you guys know, I'm transgender, but I went to the females jail because I still have a vagina.
Boo, vaginas.
Yeah, so.
Yay for me, but boo for him.
So, probably the
My poor baby.
stupidest thing I ever did.
I ain't been to jail because I run fast. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been chased by police like 70 times. They only called me once.
Oh, anytime I was chasing, I was at the court. Anytime I went to the court, just because I was like, yeah, I'm not running.
But I know they try to catch me, man. I'm in a wheelchair. You can jog slowly. They let me, they let me get away.
Let me think. What was the
It's every time I get arrested on target.
I fighted this girl named,
You did what?
I said fight it.
I know, but we wasn't gonna hold you.
I fought this girl,
I told you black.
Quinessa, I think her name was.
She was black?
Over some dumb. Alright, so I was originally.
Hold up, was she black?
She was either light skinned or Puerto Rican or both.
Okay, because somebody like that can't be white.
No.
When Tesla?
I would never fight with a white person. A white girl, correct.
Hold on, why?
Because they fight over some stupider shit than this. I'm not gonna fight with white people. Anytime that a white person ever wanted to fight me, it was over some dumb shit. Like their girl being in my inbox, like I have it, but like, that's my problem. Like why don't you?
Well, no, what? That ain't no white people shit.
And that is kind of basically what this is. Oh, all right, so let me explain. Right? So I was in 2 North.
Hold on. One second on the slide. Hold up.
Or 2 South, I think.
I was on 2 North.
I want to heat it up.
Homie,
That's good.
Hit the top of the story.
Wait, I gotta go back to the food. You're not moving camera. I was about to tell him, but no, wait. But I put it in there. One more time it told me. And it had 11 minutes left and the shit was done. I don't know what kind of shit this is. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Alright, so I was in
But the timing's good though, fuck that.
2 North at the time, which was a unit in jail. And I
It's also a unit of mental
well,
ward.
not a unit, but a building with like 4 different units on it. Like there's one here that goes downstairs, and then there's one up here that goes upstairs. And it's the same way. And also 2, 4, there's 6 units on each building. And I was in the mental health unit because it was bad. It was a bad little. Okay, actually, it really was because the first time I went to jail, I thought if I told them that I wanted to kill myself, they sent me to the hospital instead. But that's not how it works after they sentence you. No matter how many times you tell them you want to kill yourself, if they sentenced you, you're just gonna go to jail. They don't care. They don't give a fuck.
Facts.
They'll put you in a private little seat, but that's about it. I think I was 18 the first time. Yeah, because I had probably like only 2 months of complete freedom that I've had in my whole entire life.
Wait, what?
I said there's only like 2 months of complete freedom that I've had in my whole entire adulthood life.
Explain.
I mean, I've only been out of jail and off probation, which means completely free, which means I know I can smoke whenever I want to. If I wanted to, I could freaking go do whatever drug I wanted to in the whole entire world and not to worry about like that type of free. Like I don't have to report to a probation or parole officer. I'm not in jail. I've only been that type of free a total of 4 months in my whole entire adulthood life, and I'm 23.
That's only fucking 5 years. So
You act like you're 75.
But only 4 months out of those 5 years I've been free. Complete. Like no probation, no nothing.
Well, when you 75, you can say that.
Yeah, but it just like 5 years. My
Oh, no.
whole entire
I said
life.
adult, but I was a teenager. I wasn't in and out of juvie all the time too. I guess in my home.
But if you only 23, you only actually been a legal adult for 2 years.
No. I could sign up to die for somebody, for a country that I don't even like.
Right?
At 18, I'm a fucking
You're
adult.
stronger than me.
It's not. It's already open. I just want you to open it.
Oh!
As far as I'm concerned, an adult is the age that you're allowed to sign up for the army and kill yourself.
Wait, kill yourself or
That's
be
basically
killed?
what you're doing by signing up for the army. It's
Well,
the same
be
thing.
killed. Nigga, this is tight on.
You hold it.
But anyways, in my adulthood life, in my whole entire life, probably
Okay, wait.
9 years and 2 months.
How long? Oh shit. Well, how old were you when you first got arrested? And what was it for?
He was 10 years old.
Back at the bus. Did you get this bullshit?
First time I read, I was 11, and it was
Got close. Stealing.
I used to steal. Man, you never got caught for that. Till I got caught for it.
second time I was arrested was for, I was 13. Oh no, I was 12. It was because I had been at the end of 11, and then within 4 months I got arrested again. Because I had taken, oh no, I had sold somebody Xanax, and they had taken it in the cafeteria and got caught and snitched on me. The third time I got arrested, I had sold somebody alcohol, and they snitched on me. Fourth time I got arrested, I had alcohol, somebody snitched on me. This was all in school. Literally, I remember it was my DARE officer that arrested me for having the alcohol. He was like, "Hey, wasn't you in my DARE class?" And I was like, "Doesn't that say something about you?" Because he was all, "Wasn't you in my DARE class? Why do you got alcohol?" And I was like, "Doesn't it really say something about me?" I was just a teacher. I was like, "You were the teacher." Fourth time was for taking ecstasy in school.
So are you really arrested, or you just in school arrested?
It's arrested and in school arrested is the same shit, man. It's a police officer that was in our middle school that arrested me about 17 times while I was there. He hated me, bro. And then I remember I went to a different school. I went to like the sped school because of my behavior problems. And
explain to the followers what sped means.
Special ed. Sped. It was one of those behavioral schools, and I remember I ran away from the school because I was 18 then, but I was in DCF care because I was in a foster. No, I was still 17. I was in a home, and I ran away from the school, and I was like, "Fuck this!" I quit DCF, and I quit this foster home. I don't like these guys.
See, that would be interesting. I wouldn't do
and
shit.
And of course, who else but my DARE officer pulls up and was like, "Hey, your mom's looking for you," and I was like, "Fuck is she looking for me for?" And my mom found me, picked me up, took me to McDonald's, brought me back, and then I brought me back to my group home. Yeah, you thought I was going to talk about getting arrested, right? Yeah, she picked me up, got a meal at McDonald's, got the Shamrock Shake, grabbed one from my group home, and I beat someone up and got arrested. It was this kid. He threw my skateboard in a fucking lake, and I was tight because at that time it was the only fucking skateboard I had. And he told me that it was also my it wasn't this day that was my birthday, but on my birthday I had stolen my phone. I knew he did it, but when he finally admitted that he stole my phone, he told me that he sent dick pics to my girl and that she liked them, and I said that's a lie because she's racist, so she would not like them. A girl that I dated was racist, but I didn't really care because she wasn't racist against me. She wasn't racist against me. Like, all right, let me explain. The dude was like white, like Danny white, and my girl was Puerto Rican and racist against white people.
Okay.
Not racist against black people.
Okay, thank you, God.
Should ever really matter, racism.
No, yes it does.
I personally don't think that. I think racism is racist. I think that if black people are going to sit there and complain about white people being racist, then they shouldn't be racist against white people either. But at the same time, the whole world's racist and nobody can. Literally nobody can. Nobody can. Yeah, at the end of the day, people that don't got like what was his name? Danny saying he wasn't racist and then telling me that I act black. And I'm like, see that right there, what you just said.
It's
racist. And he was like, how? Blah, 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 you're acting black. And I was like, but what is black act like? You're telling me that people act a certain way because of their skin color?
Yeah.
That's racist.
But they do.
Because people put it, the reason black people act how they act, the reason Puerto Ricans act how they act, the reason whites act how they act, is what whoever came up with the stereotype put in their head.
White people.
Mm-hmm. And everybody thinks black people are poor, black people do this, black people get involved in games, black people do this, so then black people are like, well, shit, alright, I'm gonna do that. And, well, yeah. So honestly, basically saying, whoever put the idea, so
white
say the government.
Yes.
Which is white
people, right? Is
and all black people on welfare, with more white people on welfare than black
people. Which is
people.
also saying that the government put out racism. Wow. How did that happen? Oh, yeah.
So Indians are alcoholic. They drink a lot.
Who? Puerto Ricans?
I just strap with fat, though.
Oh.
That's
what is it? East or west?
Hmm?
You mean the what was?
American.
Or the one-eyed ones? Which
No,
ones are you
the
talking
American Indians.
about? Oh, I said east
Like
to
that
west.
firewater.
I said east to west.
You mean like the Pocahontas Indians or the the baby's diaper Indians?
No, American.
So the Pocahontas one?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm half the Indian.
You niggas are sounding awfully racist.
I am.
Okay.
I'm racist against my own race. I don't like white people. Y'all know this. I don't even know why you're telling me I sound racist. I know I'm racist. I do not like white people.
You ever been to a powwow?
The fuck is a powwow?
It's Indian celebration.
Where they go hurt you?
I've heard it used.
No, I went to one.
No, I'm not Indian enough.
Cause no,
That's racist. He say he Indian enough for that.
I'm not
we
Indian
were
enough.
synagogue, and we went up to
But
the
put on some
synagogue.
Mexicans. Nah, I
I'm
ain't
only
Indian
Indian
enough
enough
for
to tell people that I'm Indian. I'm not Indian enough to do the Indian stuff,
Oh, I
that.
enjoyed that.
Because it looks
I would
cool,
love to
right?
do it. Like, I
Yeah,
love
they're in the headdress
With the
and
fire.
drum circles and shit. I did that in school and I fucking love it. Like shit like that, but that's really about it. And I like riding horses, but that one's really good. No, and I like bows and arrows, but I promise that one's really good. That's about it. That's about as much as I have. Oh, and I'm really aggressive. That's about as much as I have.
Hold on, wait.
Because Apache Indians were the most territorial and aggressive.
This nigga said, I like bows and arrows. What the fuck
I
does
do
that
like
have
to
to
shoot
do
them.
with?
I'm below dark. See?
No, that's Africans, nigga. What the fuck?
No, Indians did too.
I know, but you didn't have to be racist
I know
about
I'm not wrong about that.
it.
It's not. See, but
I usually
well,
go
no,
and
it's
read it
still
and find out
racist
what
if I
you.
am that race.
When you
Huh?
Because I said it's still racist if I am that race, but that's okay because I don't like white people. Don't like it. I've never met a genuine white person in my whole entire life that was looking up
He
at
says this. He is only 23. His whole entire life.
That's 23 years. That's millions of people. That's a lot of white people.
It's not really
Not
23
one genuine
years.
white person.
It's not really
So I'm
23
gonna-
years.
Millions of people.
That was not 23 years.
You didn't even care about 11.
Nope.
So there's 11.
You ain't gonna even take out that. You take out 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Actually, hold on. Nope. Nope. I met one real one. Nope. I met a lot that I thought were real because them niggas know how to act. They do. Let me tell you. All stars at it.
Good.
But what I tell you, I have only met white people that are only looking out for themselves. That is all I have met. And I can also tell you that, in a way, I used to be like that, but not in that way. Like, I didn't...
All of us should be like that to a certain extent.
No, but yes, to a certain extent, I was like that, where I looked out for myself, and it was like, 'cause my mom always raised me to say the airplane thing, like, put your oxygen mask on before you put someone else's mask on.
Fact.
Raised me, that's literally, she used to always say that, put your oxygen before you put someone else's oxygen on. And that was my mom's way of saying, look out for yourself before you look out for someone else. Like, if you don't got it yourself, don't give it to someone else.
Yeah.
You know? And it took me a while to learn that lesson, even though my mom said it my whole life. I still tried to help people, and I think that's why.
I'm done. I'm full as hell.
I think the whole me trying to help people has a lot to do with why I'm where I am now. You know?
Helping the wrong people.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
like the dude that I told you about that made me sleep out in the snow after I let him live with me.
Okay, back to jail. You have any funny experiences in jail? Because I know jail is fucked up, but it ain't all.
So there was this, I was in the mental health unit, and then the young adult unit was over here. Now, the young adult in jail is 18 to 25, which means at 18, I was supposed to be on that unit, but they had me with all these scary ass crazy
I bring
bitches.
it.
Because if you go to mental health in jail, that's the real mental health shit, man. Like, that's the problem. Like, if you're in jail and you got mental health,
Them niggas
you
will fuck
rhythm
you.
lady, Miss Red, and she really, but she was there because she killed the guy, brutally killed him. I don't see the problem. Killed the guy that raped her daughter, and she was making bread on her commissary because while she was there, she had an episode of the CEO popped her, and her eye just never went back from going this way and now here. You know, like she looks at you and then looks over here too. One of those. Yeah. they made her cockeyed, so she basically got
Hey,
a settlement. Yeah, she gets paid.
but I was in jail for 20 years.
She's been in jail for about. She's still in jail now. Every time I go there, I see her. Every time she goes, "What are you doing back here?" Every time she sees me. There's a CEO that punched the shit out of me. Every time they say, "Why the fuck are you here again, bro? Like you don't," because how I am, like I have it, like I carry myself respectfully. Like I'm not rude unless you're rude to me. So the CEOs are all like, there was, oh yeah, so this girl, so I was on the mental health unit, and then the young adult unit was down here, and basically you get to go, you're supposed to, we only get to go outside maybe like twice a month, but you're supposed to go out twice a week.
Yes.
No, I'm trying not to get a cramp.
And I was throwing a football around with one of my people that was in my unit and this other random bitch, and she threw it over the fence, and then she walked over to me to try to help me get every dinner, and then we just started talking, and I didn't, her name was, Madeline. I didn't really know her, but at the time I was like, damn, she fine as hell. So, I was like, fuck it, I'll talk to her. And then it was time to go back to our units.
Oh, good.
And then I'm sitting in my seat one time at rec, probably like 2 days later, and someone walks up to me in my unit, and they're like, here, this girl told me to give this to you. And it's one of these little kites, which is basically like a note that you write in jail, but you fold it up to be shaped like a kite so that you could pass it along easy. And there's
Did you use the strings?
Huh?
Did you use the strings from the team, or y'all just threw it?
No, you don't have to. No, you don't use the string. You just pass it to people to pass, or just pass it to the person. So.
Did y'all communicate during the toilets in solitary?
Huh?
Did y'all have solitary, right?
Yes.
Come on, you can walk and talk.
Huh?
Ooh.
You.
What you mean?
And I said, well, did you talk? Could they talk through the toilets?
No, we did not talk through the fucking. Well, at least I didn't. When I was in solitary, you have a roommate in solitary. That's the only thing. Sometimes they give you a roommate. Unless you really done fucked up, then they don't. But this girl wrote me a note telling me that she liked me, and I was like, alright. She told me to come to church, and I was like, what? So I wrote her back, and I was like, I'm not going to fucking church. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go to church and hang out with you. And then we met somewhere else, anyways, and we were talking, and then she told me that she liked me, and I was like, alright, you're fine as hell, but I'm not gonna date in jail. But and then literally it was probably.
But why?
Because I don't want to date in jail. That's not where I want to find a bitch. And when I date, I'm dating jail. When I date someone, I date them with the intention of getting to know them and eventually getting married. I don't date someone with the intention of, well, okay, when I was younger I did. But now that I've been through all that shit, if I'm dating someone, I'm dating them with the intention of spending my life with them. I'm not, like, and in my personal opinion, if you don't date someone with that intention, then you have no business dating. In my personal opinion, I think that if you don't date someone with the intention of eventually marrying them, then what are you dating for?
If I'm going to do something with.
See, but that's not fair. That you don't want to do.
Okay, but see, technically that would be called date. That'd be out with a friend. When you doing something with somebody, that's being out with a friend. Oh, we dropped Wi-Fi. We good? Go.
Oh, no, I wasn't telling you that's I did it one time in jail and that was it.
No, it's a continuation. It didn't restart.
Alright.
Oh, it's the same one. Oh.
So, then, this girl come up to me.
Oh, wait, hold on. What does that mean? What does it mean? That is you!
I've been trying to talk away for an hour, man, and this is a 10-minute story.
How the hell is he in the box? Ain't nothing wrong with when you kissing and shit.
Because ain't no penetration and shit. Messing around is anything but sex.
Oral sex is sex.
If I should, no, oral sex is oral sex. All right.
Operative word.
Now, if a nigga go up to somebody, this is not sex. All right. That established that. So I sat back and I started listening to her, and she was like, "Oh, blah blah blah. This what's her name? Natalie. Natalie's my girl. Blah blah." So I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Okay, well she's writing me notes. So why are you talking to me about this?" And she was like, "Oh, because I know you're seeing her and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I ain't seeing her. We messing around. I ate the box in the bathroom. And then she gets all mad as fuck.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not seeing her.
It starts flipping.
I just ate her pussy in the bathroom. I both of these bitches' asses.
So I'm sitting here, and finally, I don't know, and we started duking it out, and then she.
Hold on.
No, I'm not done. Wait.
What did you say? What did they say? That made you
I
punch
don't
her?
remember, but I was mad as fuck, and then I popped her, and she started. You ready? We was fighting for a good like. Alright, she got like 3 hits, and I'm not even gonna hold you. I just whooped her ass, and she was crying, but she wasn't crying because I whooped her ass. She was crying because of the bitch.
Okay, what?
She wasn't crying because she got her ass whooped.
You was eating the box of her bitch.
Crying over the girl that came up to me and passed me the note and shit was her bitch apparently.
Oh.
And that was the first time I was in jail. And all 4 times that I went back in jail after that, and she never talked to me. She don't even look at me. And she got fat as fuck. I'm not gonna hold you. Like for a dyke, she was good looking. She was a good looking like dyke. But when she got fat, now she just ugly. It's not so nice. Oh yeah, that's what I said because she said something about me being a trainee. Because somebody had told me that she had a son, and I'm dumb shit like that.
Facts though.
And
They be doing that though, right?
Oh, blah, blah, blah. You don't know nothing about having a kid, training, something or other. And I started whooping her ass after that. And she has ended up, she was only supposed to do a year. I know that. And she's ended up now doing 5 years straight. Because she doesn't know how to control herself. Oh yeah, I said something like that. I basically told her she doesn't love her son. She's gonna fight over dumbass shit like stupid bitches in jail that are gonna get out and never talk to her again.
That is dumb.
I only talked to like 3 people that I was in jail with. On a regular basis. And it's not even really on a regular basis, it's every now and then. Natalie started not seeing each other but messing around steadily.
Eating the box steadily.
I met another person, and well, her name will not be said, but I met another person, and ended up liking her a lot more, because she was just, and me and that started messing around, and Natalie found out, and tried to fight her, and she whooped the ass.
Okay, I got a question. You eat a lot of box, but nothing happens to you?
No, I didn't. Nah. She the first person that is, because I'm not comfortable in my body. So the only person that's ever done anything to me is Inga. Wait, there was one other person, but it was nothing below the belt.
Nothing below the belt? Just nipples?
Yeah, it was this girl that I've known since I was like 11, so I always forget that. I never did anything.
So when she did something to you, did you like it?
Yeah.
We talking about booty holes on camera before. Some sexual experience in booty holes, and you eating people's booty holes.
Oh, I don't eat nobody's booty hole.
We got.
Watch your mouth. Hell no. I absolutely do not eat nobody's booty hole. My tongue may stick a couple of by accident, but ain't nobody all up in there. Fuck. Carrying on, another good jail story, not about my sexual preferences and shit. Oh, yo! The time I was a commissary hoe, but I didn't have to be. It was the last time I was in jail. It was the best booking I've had at a booking in video. And it was literally like, I don't know, she was just amazing. It was literally like a girl version of me. I fucking loved her. And, there was this girl that, Me and Lydia used to look at everybody and like be like, "Oh, she looks like this." So there's this girl that came in named Megan, and she looked like Roger from American Dad. But we would call her Roger to her face, and nobody understood it, except for the people that we told. And so one day,
She comes in there.
oh shit. This girl, this ended up leading to a fight between two bitches because of this. But this girl, Megan, was it passed me a note or someone told me? I don't remember if she passed me a note because me and my monkey, whenever we got a kite, we used to sit down with each other and read it out loud so that we could see what the person sent to us. Because like that's how close. Anytime I got a kite, we read it together. Anytime she got one, we read it together.
Take this, my vagina has to pee.
So.
Wait, what?
No, I don't need it. No, I think. Yeah, no. I don't know. I'm not sure. I heard right. Yeah.
She said, "Take this, my vagina has to pee."
Oh. Take it. Go ahead. You got it. So, either someone had told my or someone wrote me a note and we read it together. I don't remember which one, but Megan, Roger, told it somehow got to me that Roger liked me. And so my monkey gets up.
Was Roger cute?
I don't know. I just said she looked like Roger from
I
fucking.
know, but that don't mean ugly.
That mean ugly to me. If a bitch look like an alien, that mean ugly to me.
Oh, the alien. I'm thinking about the boy. What's the boy's name?
Oh, not Steve. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
No, Roger's the alien.
Yeah, I get it.
Cross-dresser alien. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Roger. Yeah, that's why when you said that they're cute, I was like, fuck. No. No.
Oh.
So my monkey, after we got the news, stood up because Roger's room was here. So we don't talk to the toilets, we talk to the vents. So my monkey gets up and yells to the vent, "Roger, he likes you too!" And I was like, "Lydia, what the fuck?" And Lydia goes, "She got hella commissary money, bro. Come on." And I was like, So, then, this was... Oh, shit, I did cheat.
Oh, you know that... Was it the cockeyed bitch?
I just realized that I cheated on Dana 3 times. Fuck it. So, while I was in jail...
Okay, who was Dana and how did you know that why?
The girl that I dated for 3 years.
Why you was in jail?
Yeah, oh yeah, I dated her while I was in jail. No, I was never in jail for 3 because that played games. I was in jail for 2. This was the last... Because the last time I was in jail was only a month. That's why...
Oh, what was your last time for?
I think that was the assault and the larceny 5. Yes. That's how you know I got a good lawyer. I had assault and larceny 5 and I only got a month. Yeah. So then this girl who was actually fine told me that she liked me. And I was like, so I'm going to break up with this Roger bitch because I didn't get it. So I told Jenny, I was like,
Hold on, wait. You was with the Roger bitch?
Only for the commissary.
But did you eat the box?
Hell no. They didn't do no sexual shit. I didn't even hold the bitch hand. It's about 2 days. But then Jenny, I told Jenny what's going on because I actually liked her. I used to call her Jenny from the block. And I was like, Jenny, I was like, I'm only doing the shit with Roger from the commissary shit. Lydia let me do it. And she was like, oh, all right, that's fine. And she was like, so we just keep it on the low. And I was like, I bet. So I was getting that. And when Roger found out, because I don't remember what happened, something happened where she found out that I was with Jenny. And she tried to fight her, and Jenny dragged that bitch. Like, when I tell you Roger was like a skinny little thing, I mean like this bitch dragged this bitch. And then my bunkie was dating this girl that we called Velma because she looked like Velma from Scooby-Doo. And when the thing with Roger went down, I just started dating Velma. Me and Lydia was hollering. It was a funny. I think it was Velma. Was it Velma and Roger, or was it? No, it was Jackie. Marilyn Manson. That's what we call it. I knew Jackie from the rehab place that I was in. But she dated Jackie, but then Roger looked behind Jackie's back when me and Jackie got into it because I told people that Jackie lies a lot because she did. Because I knew her. She told me a bunch of like shit like, oh, my dad's leader of the Hells Angels, and I was like, no, he's not. I know that for a snap effect. And so I told people, and Jackie threatened to fight me, and I was like, Jackie, I will drag you. You weigh about 3 pounds soaking wet. And Roger came up behind, and when Jackie left, she was like, oh, if my girl ever smacked you, I'd smack the shit out of her. And I was like, that's not So you out here telling bitches you love them and shit, but if they hit your ass, you gonna smack the shit out them? But anyway, my breakup note to Roger was, it did include I'm not gonna hold you. The first words was I'm not gonna hold you, and I don't even like you, and Lydia wanted. I was such a dickhead, bro. I was like, I'm honestly not even remotely attracted to you. It was really just for the chicken ramen.
Did you get the chicken ramen?
Nothing.
Just sit next to her and shit?
Just not even that. I mean, sometimes I sat with her, but in jail you don't really get to choose where you sit down. It's based off the table, how the table feels like. You don't choose where you sit. It's like you're in a line and it goes by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, 6 here, 6 here. That's really about it.
Have you ever gotten a fight in jail? Besides that time?
No, I got two. Like, the first time I was in jail, no, not really. But when I was in there for over a year, yeah. Yeah, because I was getting pissed off at everything when I was there for a year. But, like, not too many people really wanted to. I mean, it's crazy because, like, really only dykes wanted to fight. And I mean, like, by that, I mean, keep in mind, I'm especially in jail. So the dykes that I'm talking about, besides Panessa, who was only like 2 years older than me, all these people were like 30, 40 years old. So, like, what? I'm 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. No, it actually didn't have me at 22, I don't think. Yeah, not because I tried to work.
What is it like to be sentenced?
The first time I cried, not gonna lie. And it's kind of like when I kind of felt the same emotion when my mom was in the hospital. It's kind of more just about not knowing what you're walking into.
Yes.
Because I think I shed like one singular tear when I got sentenced to over a year. I don't remember the exact time it was, but I knew I shed one singular tear because I was like, man, because I thought I'd already been in jail for 4 months, and then I had the sentencing, and I thought they were either gonna let me out with to the halfway house that I signed out for, or I thought that they would give me less time, and they gave me another year, and then said after that year. So they really like fucked me over and then fucked me over. Because I thought I was either going to a halfway house for that day, or thought that I was waiting for like another 5-6 months for a halfway house, and then they gave me another year.
Damn. Do you want to tell me? Don't just hold it.
I think my attitude didn't clear up till like 6 months into my sentencing, and I basically had to spend. It was because I spent like 2 weeks in SEG, and then 3 weeks in SEG, and then a week in SEG, and then last time I spent 2 months in SEG, and then after that I'm gone. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. Yeah, because after a certain amount of time in SEG, if you go a certain amount of time, they'll keep you in SEG for 5 months.
Okay. The book, right? Like you did fingerprints and all that?
The first time I got my fingerprints up before it was the first step. My first charge that I ever got as an adult was a felony, so I instantly got my fingerprints. Because if it's a felony, they take your fingerprints. Oh, sorry.
And, okay, so for the first time you walk in. Are you scared or no?
The first time I went to jail, I was the youngest person on my shuttle, and normally, apparently, people try to mess with young people, so they had me wait downstairs in the court in a cell by myself instead of in a group with people. They had me in my own cell underneath the court waiting for the bus, so I was there at probably at court at like 9 or 10. Didn't leave till like 5.
Did you have the shackles on your ankles? The shackles
Not
on your
until
ankles?
you go to get on the bus. When you go to get on the bus, that's when they put the shackles on your ankles, and then they have you shackled like, I think it's like this. Yeah, because I remember I couldn't pull my pants up and it would make me mad as fuck. They have you shackled like this, so that you can't, like, literally can't, and then the shackles to your hands are shackled to your belt. Then they also have the shackles on your ankles, which always gave me marks, like blisters and shit, or like cut my ankles up always. Then we would ride from the bus, because I had Rockville Court, because I was in the group home in Coventry. We would ride, the first time we rode for the bus from Rockville to Hartford, waited another couple hours for the bus to come from Hartford, or the bus to come to Hartford to bring us to York, which is in, you know, the beach, right across the street from it. It's jail. Right across the street from the beach is jail. Like the actual ocean, the one in Madison, is York prison. So that bus would come and then take us, and I remember...
Let me get all of this shit cute.
I remember seeing all the fences, and I was like, damn, I really did it to myself this time. And I was looking, and I was sitting there, and I was like, what's my mom going to do? I think the only thought that I cared about at the time was what my mom was going to do when she found out I went to jail.
What did you do?
You want to pull me anyway?
No, I told you.
What?
I mean, you put it into you, you had to move around a little bit. Go
I
ahead.
think the worst thing in jail that I just couldn't handle it was, I tried all 4 times, I went to jail 5 times. 4 times when I went to jail, I would always call my mom. I would call my mom every single day. She put money on my phone, not on the books, but on the phone. But every single time I heard her voice, I would lose my shit. Like, I'd be fine when the phone was ringing, and I'd hear her voice, and all she'd do is pick up and say hello, and I'd start hysterically crying. There was a couple times. One time she came to see me the first time I went to jail, and we could only have it visit through the glass window. So I cried then, and my mom did too, so did my dad. And then the third time I was there, my mom had to come and tell me that someone had died, and I cried then. I remember walking back after she told me that, and I was losing my shit, and one of the officers was like, are you okay? And I was like, what the hell are you going to tell me? I was like, what the hell are you going to do if I say no? And I kept walking, and I went back to my unit, and went to bed, and slept for like 3 days. And the last time I was in jail, I did not call my mom at all, not one time, because I just couldn't do it to myself. Yeah. I think that was a very bad choice, because the last time I was in jail, nobody told my mom that I went to jail, even though I had told them to, so she had no clue where I was for 2 weeks and thought I died. So when she came to visit me and was like crying, I was like, what's going on? And she was like, I thought you were dead until I called somebody and they told me that you were in jail. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's really about it. My mom says that from her perspective, that the hardest part of me being in jail is what she gets. Because I always mail my mom my stuff. She said she hates getting that box because it always makes her cry.
When you left jail, you had no money, right?
No. When you leave jail, whatever money is on your commissary books, they print out a check and mail it. Also, I was always took culinary classes, so I got.
So how much was your check when you got out?
I think the time I was in for a year, my check was probably like $200-300 when I got out. The time that I was in for shorter times, I think the last time I was in there, my check was like $30.
How much the stuff cost in there so that like the
The stuff cost a what?
how much does stuff cost on commissary compared to people out in the real world here?
Jesus.
Okay, like those
Like,
Doritos.
so yeah, I was just like these are at a normal store that's not Corona's, would be like $2, $9.04. On commissary, these bags for the name brand would be like $6, $7. For the like bottle like this big of the Velveeta squeeze cheese, it's $5. Like that big. No cap, like that big, it's $5 for that shit.
No.
Whatever. What is the most expensive in the commissary?
Around Christmas time. Oh no, absolute most expensive thing is a TV. TV is literally probably about this. Literally, like, you see this?
Yes.
TV about that big would cost about $200-$300. Not exaggerating. Really, I can't tell you. And on top of that, it doesn't even play out loud. You have to have headphones.
And like $200-$300 is real money.
Yeah, somebody puts money on it.
No, I didn't. Well, we waiting for him to come back so we can outro this thing. Okay, it's your favorite money through Friday show the preachers. And then we got to this nigga right here. What is your name?
Friday one day crash.
Yes, mother of God, Queen.
I go, I'm not saying that.
Bye, motherfuckers.